Hi, let me start by demonstrating the song in standard tuning. And it continues in a C-mile way. So I said standard tuning because you can hear on the recording a lower D note when it goes to the D chord. So lets me to think that is in drop D tuning. Okay, that's the only way that you can get that note. But we only lose that lower D, and I don't think it's really that important to play it in drop D. So I have simplified in standard tuning, and I will also do this lesson in standard tuning. So the chords we have here, I am not teaching this note by note because this is not classical music, and what I think is important is that you learn the two fingerstyle patterns that he uses most, and then try to improvise a little bit with the right chords. Because I've seen some tutorials and I've seen some wrong chords and also some wrong fingerstyle patterns. So I will try to resume this the best way I can in a complete and concise way. So the chords we have are G, C, G with a B on the bass. And the intro it's played like this, slowly. So the thumb is playing this bass. The higher notes are it's great if you practice the two voices separately and then try to put them together. As I'm gonna do now. 3, 4. My preferred fingers here on the left hand for the G, it's finger number 2, because I will have this spare finger to go to the C, fingers 1 and 4, and just slide back, fingers 1 and 4 also, here on the G with the B on the bass. My preferred fingers for the right hand are the thumb on the base of the chords, on the lower note, and the ring finger on the second string, and index finger on the fourth string, like this. When I go to the C and to the G with the B on the bass, I prefer to put my middle on the second string and index on the third string, like this. Because I will accent more naturally these two notes. But it also works with the ring and the middle, of course, if you prefer. Okay, it's a good idea if you clap your feet and try to understand which notes are on the beat and which notes are on the upper beat. For example, the first note on the higher voice, it's on the beat. The second and the third, it's on the upbeat. When you're lifting your feet. All the notes on the bass are on the beat. 3, 4. Okay, this is main fingerstyle pattern. It's called on the blues a monotonic bass. Okay. Download the cipher, the chord sheet music, and the chords diagram, so you can follow and you can sing along the song. Other chords we have then on the verse, it's this E minor, play with fingers 1, 3, and 2. Then the D, fingers 1, 3, and 4, and the frets below the C. Okay, and the pattern is the same here on the right hand. Same as the intro. Okay, then back to the G. This, okay, these chords could also be played here, of course. These chords could also be played here. Then when we go to the pre-chorus, we have another pinging pattern, kind of different. It took me some time to change smoothly from one pattern to the other. So let me play it slowly. And let's learn it with just these two chords. So you have a legato sometimes here from the open second string to the C, but you can play it or not. I will ignore it now to concentrate better on the fingerstyle pattern. Slowly. Here I will use one finger per string. The ring is on the first string, the middle is on the second, and the index is on the third. And I will use the thumb on the other 3 strings. On the other 3 lower strings, okay? That's the rule here. Slowly. Da, 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 da. This is the rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now with that note on the bass that I put on the brackets. 3, 4. Play it or not. Sometimes he plays it, other times he does not play it. Then it's just a matter of applying this fingerstyle pattern to the other 4 chords that you have here on the pre-chorus. And improvise a little bit, of course. You can improvise a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. On the chorus, we have the same pattern as the intro. Play this 3 times. Then A minor, G, and D7 4 times. Again, the intro pattern. Okay, the pattern here on the D7 is starting with the thumb and the ring finger, 4th string and 1st string. Of course, it's not that important. You can improvise a little bit. Then the other part we have, it's the bridge. Concerning the bridge, we have these two chords, which are G major and E minor ninth, and it is played like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's the same finger style pattern on the both of the chords. Let me play it now slowly.